Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. I'm just saying show.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tennille Thomas, and we are back with I'm Just Saying Live 2024 edition. Okay, I am so excited to be back. I normally take the month of December off, but baby, that thing just kept stretching out. I did work one time during the. Don't be looking at me like that. We did bring you guys a very special interview. A friend of ours that had put out a book and all this kind of information. I thought that was really great that you should need to go back and check. I definitely have our YouTube page up behind us. So make sure that you guys go and check us out on YouTube. But we're about to get this show started. And normally we start off with the weekend recap. But this not going to just be a weekend recap. We got a long week recap for you. We've got Presidential Lifetime Achievement Awards. We've got Christmas, New Year's. How was all your holiday, Aunt?
It was wonderful.
Was it?
It can keep going on and on like the Energizer Bunny.
If y'all don't know her, or this is your first time watching, this is Mr. Call Me Aunt. You got your resume with you so I can give them all your great accolades?
Of course.
What do you want to say about yourself? You got to introduce yourself to the newbies.
Good morning, y'all. This is 2024, and I am Call Me Ant. You can follow me at Call Me Ant _. And you can follow me on, let me start over. You can follow me on IG at Call Me _. Something like that.
Ant _.
Oh, yeah.
That's
that
bad.
One too.
That's bad. You're going to kick it
Hey,
off.
we've been
like
out
that.
there so long, I forgot my own thing.
So we do normally have Tucker on the show as well. We thought he was going to be able to join us today. That's why we tried to pop back on today, but he is busy working. So, we definitely not mad at that. So we're going to kick it right off because, again, we had so much going on over the holidays between the kids, between family members, going to visit different family members. We did also check out The Color Purple. I know a lot of people were kind of having mixed reactions as to whether or not they were going to go see the movie. I talked this guy over here into going, and what did you have to say about it from a male perspective?
It was good, but if I would have known it was a musical, I would have stayed at home and shot some food. But no, it was good all in all. Seriously though, great performances, great action. I did love the fact that they did change up some of the dialogue from the old movie a little bit, because nobody want to see or think that, parents messing with their kids. So they changed it up, even though it was still bad. It just, it was a little different. But all in all, if you get the opportunity to go see it, go see it. I'm not gonna say go to the movies. You can wait till it come on Netflix or Paramount, but it's a movie you should see, and I wouldn't recommend you take your kids to go see it either. As they say.
Is that what you have to say about this?
I would not take no kids to see that.
Why?
Nothing.
What part?
Well, first of all, the incarceration or the imprisonment, because the what's her name, Celie?
Women and men both go to prison all the time.
Because she don't want to work for the white woman?
Well, it teaches you a lesson.
What teaches you a lesson?
What do you mean?
It's my opinion, my choice. If I don't want to work for you, I don't want to work for you. So you can't tell me that, yes, you want to work for me. No, that's not what I want to do.
It teaches you to be careful how you interact in certain situations.
So now I need to be careful about what my surroundings.
As to how things go.
Well,
no matter if they're right or wrong.
Right or wrong, 2024, and we still have racism.
Still dealing with it. That's why it's still a compelling movie.
Yeah, but if you get the opportunity to go check it out, like I say, it's enlightening. It's real good, but a lot of singing, but good.
It was good singing.
Good storyline.
Good singing. Sierra definitely was a surprise appearance for me. I didn't pay attention, I guess, ahead of time that she was going to be in the movie, and there she was.
And your girl Taraji, a lot of people
would be in there.
They didn't think she was actually singing.
Oh,
but if you got to remember from what is it? Not Love Jones. What is it? The movie she played in, where she was a rapper.
What you mean?
Up and coming rapper in the younger movie.
I just remember from Empire and from Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, Hustle and Flow. That's
she
what
sang in both of those movies.
Yeah. So don't get in there and say she Don't get in there and say, nah, she's not really singing. She was really singing.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was really her voice or not.
Yeah, she put on a great performance also.
Okay. Let's try out. All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are going to move in to talk about this winter freeze. What is really going on outside Texas? You know, we are not used to this. They have closed down the schools, so all the kiddos are in the back. Our life is being hectic as hectic can get. It's trail ride time, and the horses are over there freezing cold with water frozen buckets.
Oh, we could do like they did in Chicago. We could let the horses come in the house.
No. I love them and all, but not in the house. We done a pony, but not a full blown horse. Things would get towed up.
Idris Elba slept with his horse.
Oh, Lord Jesus, help us all. I see you got some people over there. Everybody, if you have an easier time getting on Instagram Live, call me. Ant is on Instagram Live. We love it. We love it. We love it. Please make sure while you're there, you hit the like button, you follow, and share the video. We would love to have your friends be our supporters as well. Now, you know, we're always talking nonprofit news. We are always talking about different things that we have going on. I also want to bring up Denver Dynasty's 2024 season will be starting soon. I'm going to make sure that I post that flyer for everybody to go and check out because we still will be rocking with that team. So they got some new additions to the lineup, some people that you haven't seen play them before. So I'm really excited about that. When you feel like all your hard work is coming to a head and everybody is seeing and you've raised awareness for your cause. It is wonderful. Women's sports, ladies and gentlemen, women's sports. All right. So again, we're talking about this winter freeze. Today it feels like what?
Feels like 4 degrees outside.
That's cold. For Texans, that's cold, especially here in Houston, Texas. We never drop down. We never drop down in the past 30s. And if it feels like it's 4 degrees, ooh, my goodness.
Yeah, you need to stay indoors. And if you don't have no business outside, stay indoors, light your fireplace, snuggle up, get you some cocoa and marshmallows, watch you a movie.
Is your phone on vibrate?
Enjoy this break.
Is that maybe what's wrong? Is it on vibrate?
How you do that?
Oh, Lord, help us all. Jesus. You're going to have to grab it. Also, we also need to talk about the presidential race that's going on right now. Former President Trump won the Iowa Republican caucus. And I know a lot of people thought that he was going to have a hard time winning anything. Or did y'all not? Please tell us in the comments what y'all think about that, because I thought that everybody was going to kind of be against Trump.
Donald Trump spoke his mind. He had, well, I can't say he had everybody's best interest, but he did the things that a lot of us would love to do and a lot of us won't. Oh, as a president, he spoke his mind. He dictatorship. He was just saying, no, you can do this. No, you can't do that. And I said it, and I'm the president. Okay. That's what it's going to be. So you can't be mad at the president for doing that, because that's why we elect him to be a president.
Okay, so you think presidents should take charge. I'm one of those people as well. I agree wholly and fully that when somebody gets in there, I'm not saying run amok. I know a lot of people felt like he ran amok, but it's just because it was something different from what we had seen. We have seen so many people get in there and then they start playing with the Republicans and the Democrats and trying to appease everyone instead of doing what they feel like is right for the country.
They become a puppet.
A puppet.
Yes.
That's a good word.
And Trump was not a puppet. He said, you're going to cut these strings. Actually, he didn't have no strings from get-go. He let everybody know what he was about as he was coming through the door. Okay. And he said, hey, you going to vote for me or you not? But I'm telling you, this is what I'm going to do. The only thing he didn't do, he didn't get the people to build that wall like he said.
Oh, but that's because they were already fighting him so hard. He had already gotten caught up with so much other stuff by then. He did get 51% of the vote. So,
yes.
Y'all, all right.
Oil and gas industry, here we go.
You know, I don't really want to talk about the situation going over in Gaza that started prior to the year getting underway. Not because I don't feel like it's an important cause, but I feel like there's so many things that we don't know. There are so many people there that are dying still. people running on a day-to-day basis. But there are so many other countries as well that have gone through wars and things of this nature. We are definitely in a time where people are saying put up or shut up. What you got to say about that?
I think it's always been like that. It's more to the forefront where we can actually see it now because of the media,
Okay.
and everybody can share so much from their phones, from Instagram, social media in general.
So famine is supposed to be one of the hugest things. People cannot find access to food. It's 2024. That's sad.
How you
But
not finding
it's
that?
war. It's war. That's what happens. And how do you get away from that? I wouldn't even know how to tell people to try to deal with that. You've got kids that are hungry. You've been stripped from your home. I mean, what do you do?
That's
400,000 Gazans are starving right now. That's crazy. Tucker, is that you? You back?
I'm back.
Hello. Now
What's
Tucker,
up with it?
and he is all, hey, Angel, and Happy New Year to you as well, T. I was trying to wait on Tucker to pop on there. What's up, everybody? We're here. We're talking about the news right now because the guys definitely wanted to get into all these sports upsets over the weekend, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Welcome to
We
the
know
party.
we know why. We know why.
Welcome to the party. Okay. I see you got your North Face on. He over there cold.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey man, it's cold. We got this freeze going on. Hey, we got the heaters pumping.
electricity out over there?
Oh
Nah.
He just saying the heater pumping.
Oh my
He just
God.
wanted to be cozy up.
Okay.
Thank you guys, everybody, so much for your support. I'm just saying live again, 2024. I did post a picture the other day of, one of the not first interviews, but at the first station that I'm just saying live was at. And it really amazes me that I'm still able to have this opportunity to be able to highlight small businesses, to have fun doing something that I love. And so we're going to keep on bringing it to you. And so we're really glad for you guys' support. So thank y'all very much. Now, back to Gaza. Sorry about that. I know Tuck jumped on. Do you have
I heard
anything
y'all
to
talking
say
about Trump too.
Gaza? We did talk about Trump as well. You want to touch in on that subject?
I just find it funny that he won by 30 plus points and he participated in no debates. And
No debates. But he could have
ran.
easily killed himself in those debates because we know how he gets.
Well, I think Vivek provided the Trump energy in those debates. So, but they ran these polls last night during the caucus, and they said that 82% of people would vote for a candidate, and this is strictly Republicans, but would vote for a candidate that they think would win, and he won by overwhelming margin. So that tells me that the people not only think he will win, but they're
Do you think this has to do anything with the fact, the myth, the thing that all sits in the back of our heads that here in America, if you have the right amount of money, if you have the support, you can do whatever you want? Because at this point, he's done everything he wanted to do whenever he wants to do it.
Now,
when it comes to this presidency.
Well,
I wouldn't say everything.
Go ahead, Coach.
No, I was just saying I wouldn't say everything, but go ahead.
Well, you know what I mean.
Well, I'm gonna say no because we know back in the mid '80s, early '90s, Ross Perot ran for
nobody knows what was happening on in the mid '80s and early '90s because we was all babies.
Anyway, Ross Perot is a multi-billionaire, and he tried to run for presidency, and hey, it never happened. He was one of the richest men in the world. I'm sorry, United States. My apologies.
Yeah, but Ross Perot didn't have a party backing like Trump had. Trump actually aligned himself with the Republican Party, which was a smart thing because you get that establishment stamp. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just speaking on the money asset. I mean,
aspect. Oh yeah, definitely.
Money aspect.
To answer to this question, I'm with you. I don't think necessarily you can do whatever you want because there are checks and balances on each level. But you do have a lot of freedom. I'll say that much. We got-
So I don't want to drag on too long, y'all. We have talked
Yeah,
about the winter storm.
I just wanted to touch on
Did
Trump.
we talked about we did not talk about all of the flight cancellations. If you guys got stuck out there, I feel so bad for you. The airport. I mean, I think when we very first checked the news, there were only like 500 flight cancellations, but that still is a huge number because of this storm. So definitely check on your people. They may be somewhere in the airport hemmed up. Look.
Because a lot of them said they weren't able to even get a hotel because the hotels were booked.
We know
Hotels were booked.
Yeah,
Man,
and they
that's
right
crazy.
there. So now they pretty much on a standby because they don't know when the plane's gonna be able to depart. So, man, can you imagine sitting in that chair 24 hours or more than 2 hours?
They were complaining because vouchers were not being offered for them to go and stay off site and all of this. It was a blunder when we were watching the news story on it. I think we were watching Channel 2 or something like that, but it just looked so crazy. It looked very uncomfortable. We know that holidays just passed. This is one of the most stressful times of the year. Keep your mental health intact, and that's what I have definitely been working on. And that's why today on the show, instead of having a special guest, we're going to talk about relationships. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. It's time for a little sports chat with the fellas.
Oh yeah.
Are
man.
y'all ready to do a little sports chat? I might have
Yes.
to walk away during it, you know.
Yeah, we definitely got to do this playoff recap.
So let's go ahead, fire it off. Let's talk about the first wild card games that were played, and we'll start there because I know y'all want to go to football.
All right. I guess we'll start
Well,
with
I just got one thing to say.
Philly and Tampa Bay were first.
What you say, Tuck?
No, I just wanted to say these past weekend's games were fulfilling in so many ways. You know, you had D'Amico Ryans, you know, first,
Okay.
you know, rookie head coach, black guy, very proud of him.
Yes, sir.
CJ Stroud making his debut, playoff debut, and kicking butt, and you know, the Cowboys collapse was epic. I did not see that coming at all. I don't think anyone saw that coming.
I don't like the way you said collapse and epic.
Well,
okay.
what do you mean when you say epic?
It was an epic fail. That's what
I'm
it
just-
It was epic. Like that was epic. Like nobody saw that coming.
Not
And-
with that
and-
team.
The way
Anyway.
that game started, you seen how it was gonna go. Like the way that game started. Like,
Hey, baby girl.
baby girl is just but you know, Dallas played very well toward the end, but you know, they're in comeback mode. It's kind of garbage time at that point.
B. Jones says that man said fulfilling. You definitely
God.
enjoyed the weekend.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just saying he definitely enjoyed the weekend. It was
I
full
did
of football.
had a good weekend. I did.
Let's talk about these upsets real quick.
Well, we're gonna talk about the
Oh
upsets.
Lord, David, go away. Good. Happy New Year.
He
We
said-
back.
he
Said drugs.
Yeah. You know what? Moving on from that comment.
The twins asked me, is this NFL scripted because of all the upsets and the blowouts?
There were large number gaps in between these scores, almost as if it was paired on purpose to be uneven matches. Everybody had a large number upset.
Well,
No.
What team didn't?
the
Who wasn't
Rams
over-
of Detroit, they are Detroit won by 1 point, 24
Okay,
to 23.
so that's the only one.
That was a close game. What I'm saying is I don't think it's scripted. I think it's the nature of the game when you get to certain levels. Like as we move on in the playoffs, you'll see these games will get tighter and tighter because the level of competition is more. I think when you get to when you're in these wild card weekends, you still have teams that barely made the playoffs versus teams that are playing very hot. And you've seen that with the Eagles
Those
and
records,
Tampa Bay come in. Tampa Bay might not have as many wins, but they were coming in hot into the playoffs, where Philly has lost 5 of their last 6 coming into the playoffs. And even though they had a better record.
Still had high hopes for Philadelphia, though.
I didn't.
A lot of people had high hopes still.
I
For
was
Philly.
taking all bets yesterday. Anybody that was trying to bet me about everybody who's with Philly, please bet me. I was
Which-
trying to get a bet.
Now on the KC and Miami, everybody talking about how hot Miami was, what they've been doing, and everybody putting their money on Tyreek Hill. And I'm like, okay, Tyreek probably be the only one used to playing in that type of weather. KC used to playing in this weather all the time. So not no one player, offensive player, is going to beat no whole team. He got one touchdown, one good run. After that, it was over with.
So B. Jones says, no, these teams are overrated and don't come to play when they need to, but it's great for sports. So it is the outlook. It is, you have some really phenomenal players on teams that are maybe a little mediocre. That's the easiest way I can say it, that are a little mediocre, but you have those standout players who make really great plays, and it's looking like they doing great.
Yeah.
Well, a
Look
lot
at
of
the
this
Texans.
too, when you come down to playoff matchups, it's 10 to season matchups. And like Cowboys ran into a bad matchup. They ran into a team that can run the ball and was very good at play action. And that's two things that Dallas couldn't do. Dallas could rush the passer, but they couldn't stop the run. So, it's just
How can you be number 2 and lose to number 7?
because
There a bunch of rookies or a bunch of young players. They were
right,
hungry.
because you got a team that's uptight that has a whole bunch of expectations, and you got another team that's young that's playing with house money. They ain't got nothing to lose. But you
Now,
got Dak played uptight. Think about it. Dak started that game very uptight.
It's been several years though. They keep losing to them. This is not the first. It's a mental. I think that there's a mental block there.
Right.
That they're gonna have to get past.
I
They
don't
better
think
bring
it's
that
a player
hypnotist
thing.
in that mug again. Woo woo woo.
I don't think it's a
Woo
player thing.
woo
I
woo.
think they need to get rid of. They need another leader as head coach. I think they need another voice as far as a mentality to get them over that hump. I don't think it's a
So you
player
think
thing. I
it's the
think
coach?
Dallas has a lot of talent.
You think it's the coach, the head coach?
Yeah, I think it's a mentality. That's been their issue the whole time. I think the issue was Jason Garrett. I think that was the issue. I think that's also the issue here with Mike McCarthy.
Okay. And the Texans. So now the Texans have to go to Baltimore, play Baltimore.
Ooh.
KC got to go down to Buffalo, face them. And then Tampa Bay got to go to Detroit. And Green Bay got to go to Frisco. So Green Bay and Frisco.
But wait, let's talk about the Dolphins too, because this has to go along with this whole winter storm madness. Couldn't get on the field. How do you think that affects, being held off, postponing games?
No, it wasn't the Dolphins. It was Buffalo.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Their game got postponed
Okay.
because up in Buffalo it was.
They had like a big
Party
snowstorm.
flag.
It
They
was
were
crazy.
digging out
Yeah.
the seats, man. It was crazy. And that's
That
why
was ridiculous.
what? But how do you think that affects teams when it comes to these high stakes areas is what I'm asking.
Well, both of these teams used to playing in the cold weather. Buffalo more than Pittsburgh.
Okay. But the extra rest is what I'm getting to. When it comes to actually getting on the field and playing.
I
Is
believe
that
it's
fair
a bit of
advantage to the weather?
I believe it's a bit of an added stress on the visiting
Yes.
team just because
Yes.
you're on the road. You have to spend extra days away, from out of your routine. Football players are creatures of habit. So, we like staying in a routine to where everything feels comfortable, especially leading up to a game.
You
So
see B.
we've
Jones?
got B. Jones and David going at it in the comments in regards to Green Bay playing and whoop Dallas ass, basically is what he's saying. And she says, no way that was supposed to happen. He says that they just basically got out coached. Period.
Well, yeah, they got our coach.
Memes, y'all. I wanted to show y'all some of the memes. I am very much a Dallas Cowboys fan.
It's not gonna have to be.
I don't care how y'all fix stuff. I don't how y'all whatever. It's cool, but golly, y'all be going in sometimes. Y'all had Jerry Jones' lip quivering on that meme.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I said, oh my God, they don't do any team like this. Need a new
Hey,
owner.
but it's his own fault. Like no other team's owner is always out front after every game talking about either the win or the loss. You don't see, hear from any other teams on the budget.
No,
On his butt.
nobody but Jerry.
Okay. All right. Anything else y'all got in sports outside of that? The matchups are still going on, ladies and gentlemen. The Texans are still in it. So y'all know that I rock with Texas. Okay. It's the home team. So hopefully, I'm gonna just be honest because y'all know I like to be truthful at all times. If y'all beat the Ravens, it was meant to be. Y'all winning the Super Bowl. Like, period. If he is able to get past, in my mind, if he is able to get past, I really just want him to have a good showing. If he is able to get past the Ravens, I feel like it's in the cards. What y'all got to say?
If they play Baltimore like they just played Cleveland, everybody clicking. That secondary most definitely. And that defensive line, if they can come in from both sides like they were, hey, I don't see no problem because you're gonna have to contain Lamar Jackson. And that safety gonna have to be in that middle to watch him because he's gonna run when they come from the outside to blitz.
Okay.
Well, let me hear what you got to say, Coach. You've been coaching it longer than I've been watching.
No, I agree with you. I just think the biggest key to this game is going to be how the offensive line handles Baltimore. And if they can keep CJ Stroud upright, those receivers are gonna make plays. And he's gonna give them the ball like that. That's what he's been doing. So if they can keep him upright, I'm not worried about the Texans defense. I think they'll adjust. I think DeMeco Ryans is gonna have a game plan for Lamar Jackson and those receivers. But I think the main thing is they're gonna need to score points. If the Texans can score points and get behind, we're good. We're good. Get Baltimore behind, we good. Yeah.
We need to have a Texas party so we can.
So David says, no, I'm a Dallas hater, and shout outs to Reginald, Sergio, Mark, and LJ because they made my pockets fat. Well, y'all, we sorry y'all lost y'all money to the man over there. We know he's an avid gambler. Look.
No, it's a good thing. I hate to see the Cowboys lose. It's a good thing that he won. Now, since you won, you can take those funds and contribute to I'm Just Saying Live or AUA. We love
Do
it.
that. You sure can. Come on. Come with it.
Right.
AUAcharity.com where we are all board members. Okay. Well,
and then we got so the Buffalo
money
Kansas
before Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not paid your dues, there are still spots open for board member spots. If you do not pay that money, because we got things to do this year, I cannot wait. We'll also be rolling out our information on our underwear run, y'all. It's going to be the Undy 1K, ladies and gentlemen. We found a spot. We're super excited to be able to put this thing on. So we're ready for you to strip down to your skivvies and put some hilarity in charity. That's what we're going to do this year for Tennille Thomas Day. Okay, Tennille Thomas Day is going down. We're doing it in the name of charity. We're raising money for undergarments. Y'all excited?
CMB and Dante, y'all ready?
Taking off.
With your boxes and Jordans.
So I want to put this out there. I did also finally get this guy over here to start the Rise Challenge with me. Everybody has been seeing this mushroom coffee that's been going viral. That's supposed to help cut the belly fat. And Rise, I'm one of those people. Every once in a while, I like to reach out and try something. And so we have tried it. So we cannot wait for you guys to see our results. So you definitely have to come on out. You have to come on out when it's time for the underwear run, because I know I'm sure he don't want to have no gut hanging and all this by that time. You ought to be real good by then, right?
Ain't no gut over here.
You gonna have to be flat belly.
What? I don't know if it'll be flat, but it's gonna be flat.
So let me get into our affirmation. Our affirmation is going to lead us into our relationship conversation. And we're not going to just talk regular relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. We're going to talk about relationships in life, who you need to keep, who you need to throw to the wayside, what those signs are that tell you those different things. So let's kick it off with this. And I'm going to say this. as our affirmation for today. Hold on, let me make sure these comments. Let's get this. Until Jerry answered for why he was out there in Little Rock boycotting the black kids, integrating the school, y'all ain't gonna win shit. Ancestors not playing. You know what? That's why I love you. This girl be knowing so many dang on details. This I'm just saying live, y'all.
No, they had a picture a couple years ago of Jerry, you know, when all the Black Lives Matter.
Everybody who had done all this bad stuff, but saying now you want to be in front of the black community. Yes.
Oh my God.
She also said Baltimore is overrated too. Lamar ain't won ish either. Really. He 1-3. Let's go Texans. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
I just wanted to check all of these before we what's name. Oh, David, this one's directed at you. It says you need to have your ASS in the next AUA meeting while you out here making your pockets fat. You supposed to be helping AUA pockets fat too. Definitely.
What is this, y'all?
Fundraising. He the main one. He should have been gambling with an AUA on the top of his board. Okay, on top of his board. All right. Up next, let's see what we got. Good morning, Randy. Thank you so much for joining. People will be seeing an interview from you from last year. Trail ride time, ladies and gentlemen. It is trail ride time. It's almost time. I'm so excited. I'm always inviting my friends and family out to watch us. I just love doing that. And I'm happy for you guys to come to the rodeo. The lineup is also up. I did post it to my page already. 50 Cent is even included in there this year. So that'll be exciting for Houston because he normally is over there in the wine garden buying big bottles. Okay, he buying big bottles, paying lots of money to help raise money for kids who are in agricultural.
Who on to hunt all night? Who on to hunt all night?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I'll have to go and look down the list.
We got to plan something for the rodeo.
Good morning, Miss Malone.
Good morning.
Happy birthday, y'all! One of our avid followers and family.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
She checked in with us. I am so happy about that. But it's definitely her birthday, and so she's celebrating her birthday. Yeah. So I hope that you are having an absolutely wonderful time. I think she's in Costa Maya today.
Okay,
must be
that comment now. Here we are with your affirmation, ladies and gentlemen, for today. It says, everyone you meet is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. Okay? Before we get into our conversation about relationships, everybody remember that. We don't know because we don't ask is what I have to say about it. I know it's hard, but if you really know somebody, if you really effing with them tough, as we like to say it, you can tell when things are off with a person. Now, if they choose not to tell, that's another thing. But you can tell when something's off with somebody. What do y'all have to say about that affirmation saying everyone you meet is fighting a battle that you know nothing about? How can you walk into your life, your everyday life, with that in the back of your mind, to make your life and other people's lives better? Which one of you guys want to go first?
So with that being said, first of all, most of the time we ask people, oh no, I take that back. A lot of time we speak to people, but we don't ask them how you doing. And if we do ask them how you doing, we come back with another question or answer, and we don't give them the opportunity to tell us how they're actually doing or what's going on in their life. Now we just ask a question that's typically standard. A standard question that we not really.
And so they may look over it. They may say,
small talk. It's small talk.
Small talk. Yeah. They're not really worried about what I got going on. But again, that's a common misconception that a lot of us have. And it is so bad because we know I'm an overthinker. You do anything to me, I'm gonna be like, is they acting funny? Because I feel like a lot of times, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm giving, and I'm not receiving. But I can't expect people to be who I am. And I cannot expect people not to be going through anything and be ready to cater to me just because I said today, I finally got something to talk about. I'm finally going through something. I can't say at that point, you gotta focus solely on me because I don't know what you have going on.
But listen,
is that selfishness? A lot of people would say that that's selfishness when people are kind of not in tune with what you got going on.
I'm
Not
making a
necessarily.
yeah.
I would think. I think that if it's not being selfish, it's more being you're consumed. So like you said, everyone has their own thing that they're dealing with, right? And so some people to a more degree than others. So yeah, I may be able to, even though I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying, what you may be dealing with might be a little bit heavier. So I may be your shoulder for that day, right? Or be your rock for that moment. Even though I might need a rock for myself for what I'm,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Somebody else may need to be that rock at the time.
Exactly.
May not be that specific person. That's another thing I wanted to put out there. You might have a select group of friends and you may not get what you want from one, but I'm sure that there's one that's in your circle that's willing to give you what you need at that time. You need to learn how to reach out. Yeah. Reach out. Talk, get it off your chest, do what you need to do. I'm trying to tell y'all 2024 about to be different. If you can't talk to those people, if you're not feeling like you can have a conversation with them, even when you might be on your bullshit, they might not be the person for you. You need to still just talk to them. And if they say you always doing something or you always doing too much, they not for you. They not for you. They don't get who you are. People need to accept who you are as well.
Yeah. Now I agree with that 100% for as acceptance. I'm me 24/7. You get what you see. I like to have fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna let you go somewhere with me and you got a booger in your nose or your breath stink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you. And I don't think as being a friend or being an associate of someone, you should allow them to do that. So to me, I take that back for as like asking them how you doing. So if I'm asking you how you doing and you tell me, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen, with an open ear. Because I might could say something that could change your whole life and vice versa. So when you ask the question, I mean, if you're truly not concerned about someone, don't ask them how they're doing. And we need to start speaking up because if we talk about things like y'all just stated, it's a lot of stress being relieved because a lot of times all we got to do is just get it off our chest. And a lot of times we already know what the answer is.
When you're saying get it off your chest, another thing I want to say about that real quick before I read out Nikki's comment, and then I do hear you, Tucker, that you want to go. When you're talking about getting things off your chest, you also need to know who you're receiving this from, okay? Now, if this is somebody who has always had ill intention against you and you know it,
you know.
Be real about it, you know it, then that might be something bad. But if it's somebody that you've been rocking with, you calling your partner, they've been there for years, even if it is, far and few in between that you catch up on blue moons, if they say something to you, you shouldn't immediately take it to heart and be like, oh, you so downtrodden and this, that, and the other because they told you the truth about yourself. You can't do that. If you know that it's coming from a good place, you can't do that. You need to judge your friendships and know exactly who and what you're dealing with. You cannot know yourself without knowing them if you allow them to be in your circle. But anyway, this is what Nikki has to say. She says, just be kind to one another. Focus on others more than yourself. Work on being a blessing to others, then be blessed. The blessings will come when you need them and when you least expect them. This is so true. I talked to y'all all last year about how nobody ever appreciates all this hard work I'm doing and this, that, and other. And I got tons of awards last year that I wasn't expecting.
2024 changed a whole lot.
Period. Yeah. So now I'm on some new shit. I got a couple of awards, y'all. Award-winning journalist and whatever. Y'all,
you got some hardware you add to the resume.
Y'all about to get it all year. Y'all better sign me up now. Look.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
What were you about to say, Tucker, in regards to relationships? I know Anthony. I know it's been a little while since Anthony was up on the stage.
I just wanted to kind of piggyback. I was going to kind of allude to what you were saying there about being able to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes a lot of people, especially in this new age and in this age of social media, we lack a lot of self-awareness. And that's why there's a lot of mental anguish going on, right? There's a lot of a lot of things going on with a lot of people's mental health because a lot of people lack self-awareness and don't understand why their reality is not what they want it to be. And so accountability is 1000% I think is needed when you're in a real healthy relationship with anyone, whether it be friend, whether it be your partner, whether it be work. Like you have to be able to take accountability in those areas in order to improve and know where you're lacking, also where you can, like I say, improve and be better. So,
and allow people, I'm going to say this, when we're talking about improving, they may not always need to improve in your face. I have several friends who have walked away and came back, because they realized, she wasn't coming from wherever I thought she was coming at that time because I was going through some shit. I'm gonna tell you, if I let you be around me, I treat people like family, period. I want to love on people. I want to support whatever mission and goal you have going on. Would I like that same energy back? Yeah, but a lot of people don't have time for the things I got time for. And I get that, but I still want it. You understand what I'm saying? I still want it. I still want it to be reciprocated because that's what makes me happy is people getting involved in the things that I like, love, and keep around. So that's what I like. You can't change that about me. So if you're not showing that same energy, of course, it's going to feel like things are dropping off because I'm not interested because you're not interested. So now let's get to these relationships out here. We said we would touch on it for just a little bit. Now, do you men feel people are holding on to relationships that they're not happy in right now? Period. We're going into the new year.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How do we change that narrative? How do we pick up the pieces? How do we teach people to move on when things are not going right? What is the main step somebody needs to take?
Accountability.
Look, I put
the first thing I would think would be to do like a self-assessment, right? So if you're not happy in a relationship, ask yourself, what am I? Would I date me? Or like, what I'm saying? Like,
would you date yourself? Go ahead.
Yeah, like be what you want. You know what I'm
saying?
saying? So be the person that you would want to be with, right? And so that's kind of where I am with it. That's kind of where I am with it.
Would you date yourself?
No.
I know why.
I mean, I'm a good dude. I believe I'm a good person. Again, I like to have fun. I do a lot of things, but then I know sometimes I could be hard to deal with. Something real simple can, make me blow up. And then sometimes it takes me a moment to calm down. And sometimes it don't matter. I could be in the company of family and friends or at church. If it's something I don't like, it's hard for me to hold it in. And I'll be like, oh, that's bullshit. And, and I'll blow up and I'll be like, damn, that was kind of messed up to do that.
And there's his lady looking embarrassed.
Putting her head down.
Oh my God, y'all done started to bear up, And you do really have to, I'm going to agree with B. Jones's comment where it says that you kind of have to appreciate the person. Like, I know what your good qualities are, which far exceed the loud talking, the whatever, maybe the misjudged, what some of the stuff you do. We just not even gonna get into it. But some of those things. And so I want to be able to have this platform be a place not only for the singles, but for the couples and for the couples that are always married and can't go nowhere, because that's how we try to feel. They can. They can, because sometimes it is still time to walk away. I'm no longer scared of divorce. Y'all don't need to be either.
Don't feel
if you are in a bad situation, maybe move on and get out, because you're not making it better for anybody. Both of y'all.
I would say this to any man: if you are a man, if you are not in a situation that is mutually beneficial or that is serving you, please leave.
Say please.
Please leave. We have comments here regarding self-love. We have comments here saying that you need to make sure that you're comfortable. Be comfortable. People are comfortable, but then they've lost sight of being comfortable within themselves.
Yeah.
if you staying in a relationship for comfortability because he paying the bills, because he doing this, he can tell you don't love him. That's why he cheating on you.
And I'm not trying to be funny talking
If you don't
about.
want to do nothing when he come in the house, the food not done, and you're not showing the energy. This is the same energies that we were talking about before. Or
Yeah.
if you know she work all day and you don't have no food prepared, or at least order something put on the table.
Wait. She can work. I can stay home.
Baby,
I had that bath water ready. I had supper ready.
my bath water ain't been ready, and you ain't been going to work since before Christmas.
I'm taking a long break.
Oh my God!
I go
It
next
says,
month.
"Girl, they got time. They choose not to make time. I got a zillion things going on and make time for the things I care about. So let's keep it 1,000. They don't F with you like that, and I don't care who it is. Okay, let's say this about that.
You put time.
Hold on. Each person.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Different energy levels. Okay. Some people will never give the energy B. Jones give when it comes to somebody else stuff, let alone to their stuff. That's why they're in a situation that they're in. They don't have that energy level. They can't offer you that because they don't have it. Period. They don't have it. They lackadaisical about everything in their life. Everything. It's so many people like that, and they don't realize that that's why they're in the situation. Now, am I giving them a pass for not showing up for you? No, I'm saying when you realize that that's who they are, love them for it and move on. Move on. I don't have time to keep worrying and begging people the same stuff over and over. You know what I want. I'm an open book.
It's real simple.
That part.
I'm going to piggyback on what B. Jones said, what Tennille said. You have people in your circle that say they close-knitted, friends, family members, loved ones, whatever. But she has a show. She has AUA. She does other things. Now, all of us promote each other. And then people claim that, well, I didn't know you had this going on. I didn't know you had that going on. How you didn't know when I send emails, text messages, tell you about it, but now you act like it's something wrong with that person. It's not that person. It's
or you don't have time to watch even this show, but it's on YouTube. You watching everything on YouTube. You watching Instagram all day because you steady sending me memes. So, I know you on your phone. So don't think that we don't know. It's just no point in calling you on your bullshit because we done constantly said something about it. It's not what interests you. I can't do nothing about that.
Right. And it's kind of hurtful, but at the same time, hey, like she just said about B. Jones, they don't have that type of energy because they don't know how to do it. So you definitely got to move on, keep pushing. Don't let nothing like that, hold you back, because whatever it is you striving for or your goal, you're going to get it. No matter if you consider it like a crab in a bucket or whatever, you're going to get where you want to be or where you need to be. She's been doing this for how many years, and now she's getting all these accolades and all this other stuff. Is the doors are being opened.
B. Jones says she would definitely marry herself right now.
What? You better treat yourself good.
I don't think that's an objective opinion.
You better treat yourself right.
What's the best? It says,
I love you,
best
B.
way of rebuilding trust? Okay, let's say this. We got this question here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna put it back there. I'm gonna put that back up. Okay. What's the best way of rebuilding trust? Anthony here says the very first thing is being trustworthy. Are you worthy to be trusted? Most of the time, once people done got out there and you're in a situation and you done messed up, did you really fix it all? Or you still holding on to a little something? Normally, when you're holding on to a little something, you're also exuding that from your body, your skin, your conversation. Whether you know it or not, you still acting in that same mode that you were doing when you was messing up. You got to be trustworthy first. You have to look at that person, and it is very hard. I'm going to tell you, it's stuff, it holds and festers in the back of your head when people do something. But that's the first step to building trust. I'm going to be real transparent here real quick. I have never trusted not one relationship enough to have a man crush Monday. I'm not putting you on my page. Period. Okay. I might get there. I'm kind of getting there now, but I'm gonna tell you, it's just a personal thing of mine because people have cheated on me or people have, made me look a type of way in front of other friends and family. When it comes to that, it is so hard for me to trust when it comes to social media because I'm afraid somebody gonna go under there. It's gonna be that one comment that turned me wrong. That's my nigga. That's such and such. It's just gonna sound wrong. Ooh, he looking good. It's over. Because I'm gonna swear. I'm gonna swear.
Hey man, get Natalie. Get to me, please.
They told her I look like a snack. She damn near blew up.
What do you mean? Why would I not? These were people who had been in my house hanging with me, doing things. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like people have a hard time coming back from certain things. But like, again, I'm agreeing with Anthony about our question. You have to prove yourself trustworthy first. And even if it's not that, if you're saying you haven't done anything that's in the way of infidelity or anything like that, there are other ways to build trust as well. But that comes with spending time together. That comes with separating those outside sources. If you need to find out if your man even like you to have social media. Some people don't even want to really date nobody to have social media, but they can't get around it right now because that's where everybody is. So what were you about to say, Tucker?
I was gonna say the question is the best way of rebuilding trust. So that's saying that the trust had been broken,
right?
And you're trying to get trust back,
right?
Wait.
And that's why he's saying be trustworthy. You need to, if the trust been broken or something was going on, first you need to find out what the real true cause of the situation was. Because if it was something that you're not willing to do for this person, as to why they stepped outside, you need to know that. Yeah. It might not even be in the cards for you to even want to do that.
I'm going to say sometimes it's not the individual that broke the trust. It could be something that the other person is harboring from their past relationship or life experience, and they just don't trust people that much or willing to go that far. So
agreed. Because this relationship haven't been that bad, but I'm going to tell you, I've been in some things, okay? And I was toast. So it's hard.
Yeah.
I'm working on myself. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
But I am also working on myself. And if you don't make it all 2024, what we say, she's no longer with us. He's no longer with us. I can't do nothing but say that. I hate that it sounds like you did, but really you are. If you could not get down with the program,
right,
you're there, but you're not. I can't do anything about it. All 2024. There we go with that.
That's how I'm rolling.
There we go with that.
Rolling I
got to keep on pushing because I got things to do and I can't. I'm not going to be begging and pleading with you to try to hold on to.
Yep. I got too much to do.
I have been like that for quite some time, but I think people really just didn't understand, and we had the conversation. Let's talk about sensitivity. Let's talk about sensitivity in these relationships. We were talking about when I'm sensitive or when I'm emotional or whatever like this, because someone made the comment that I was sensitive. I'm really not that sensitive, but if you're accusing me of doing something that I know I didn't do, or that was not my intent at all, I'm going to get mad. I'm going to get emotional. It's going to come out.
Well, of course, you'll get defensive in that moment. I mean,
correct. I think everybody does. So
you get accused of something you didn't do.
Do you feel like y'all have moments where y'all are sensitive? I know guys don't want to use that word. Y'all can use whatever word y'all want to use, or emotional when it comes to certain things. Anthony don't like people calling him a liar. You call him a liar, baby.
Those are fighting words.
He's gonna cuss you out. He gonna get crazy.
And
I feel you on that.
Yeah. Because I do my best to make sure I don't lie and tell the truth about everything. Yep. So if you tell me something, you better tell me don't tell nobody, because I like to have fun and tell jokes. So, but don't accuse me of something that I didn't do, because I'm like, no, I didn't do that. And I don't care what it is, but because I keep myself on a level where I don't want to lie to nobody. I don't need you lying to me. I want to be honest about everything. And it could be people on the job. It could be at home. It could be whatever. Even in the grocery store, check it out, and I got my receipt, So I don't want to lie about nothing. And I don't want you lying to me. I take that as a high insult.
I'm with you on that, bro.
Shirley said, "We know." Okay, so how about you, Tucker? What's your thing? What's your thing that really kind of drives you?
In a relationship,
Relationship or not? Because oh, and I meant to tell what's her name? Tan. Tan. That we're not speaking in any gender form or role. We're just saying relationships, period, because we know there's a lot of different things going on. We don't care nothing about that. We can't. If we go there, boy, we're gonna go into a whole nother, it's gonna go somewhere far. We're not really anything specific on any gender, any role. A man can be a house husband or whatever you want to call it, woman. We don't care nothing about what you got going on in your house. We're just saying in relationships, which we are a heterosexual relationship, and that's how we like it. And we don't care nothing about, it's just relationships, period. We're not talking, all the rest. We're just saying, period. We can only talk about what we know. What were you saying, Tuck?
Yeah, I think for me is like, I don't like to be lied on. So like, you know what I'm saying? So if I did some shit, or if I did, I'm a man, I don't mind. Like, shit, I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But don't lie on me. You know what I mean? And tell me I did something I know I ain't. We're gonna have a big ass problem. So that's kind of when somebody, you could.
What about when they say when they really don't feel like they lied on you? It's how they really remember the story.
Well, we got facts. Yeah, we got
facts. We don't got no replay, Tucker. We don't got no replay.
We're gonna throw the red flag challenge flag, and we're gonna replay that because it's some documentation somewhere, especially this age. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying?
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is I'm Just Saying Live. We are right here, dead off in the middle of our conversation in regards to relationships, all sorts of relationships, and we're discussing what tease us off when people do it to us. What gets you emotional? You have to know when you're gonna get a rise. Also, do not talk to me about anything serious or whatever, or feel like you mad at me about nothing I said when I was drunk. Go away.
Can you go to Davis?
Listen, this says, B. Jones says, that comes with putting your partner first, because if you don't think about how your partner will react to your actions, you don't care. There should be a major decision made without talking. There should not be a major decision made without talking to your partner. But when this doesn't happen, the trust is hurt as well. I definitely believe in that, and that's why I'm saying right now I'm giving the keys to the puzzle. Don't talk to me about nothing serious when I've been drinking. Don't be trying to come for me, because you're gonna get.
I agree with most of that.
You already know who I am. You know I've been drinking. Whatever you saw me put the cups up. Don't do me.
Well, I was just ready to be Jones.
Unless you don't care, like we said. Look, next we've got. Oh, it says, but what if you lied? So Tucker, that was to you when you were talking about the lie situation. What if you did, and
I think that was toward Ant when he was like, he doesn't like to be called a liar, but
I take that one. I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna be no sit here lying about. I mean, what you gonna lie for?
Yeah.
Have I lied to you?
Boy, you always lying.
See, there you go.
He will say in arguments, and I'm sure that everybody out there can relate to this, I didn't say that, or I didn't whatever. Those are lies to me. Because if you know you said it, or if you're trying to negate the fact because you don't want it to be true, that's a lie. And you know you did it.
Well, it may not be what he meant.
They still lies.
No, that's why we're gonna start doing the instant replay around it. We're
gonna start doing the flag.
Now, he also wanted to comment to David's comment right here. It says, so what was it when they called you a snack? Was that a lie or the truth?
It was a lie, because I wasn't a snack for her.
I guess that's what that means.
Yeah, but see, you got to understand. See, so you saying you went a snack on the shelf for her to even look at and be like, that's a snack. That's what you saying.
Yeah, because I mean, you chilling in our house, you chilling with us.
You already been purchased.
We in the pool. We got swimsuits.
Yeah, we going everywhere together.
Kids, we going to water parks.
Why you even watching me like that?
We went camping together. We all sleeping in the same. You know what I'm saying? That was too much.
Hey, blame it on the alcohol.
Then you waited
No, she glad she lucky
No.
she wasn't drinking.
She
That would've
wait.
made it
I
worse.
wasn't drinking, and so we had gone over to
I
her
tried.
friend's house, and she said, "Yeah, her baby daddy looked like a snack in conversation."
It's okay.
That, and we all know how I am. Well, girl, what you say?
And
Like,
if that's how you feel, yeah, you keep
And
that.
it's
That looking
cool.
like a snack.
it's cool, but who are you to be talking about my man? You don't talk about nobody, baby daddy, husband. None. You don't do that. That's like crossing a line in my eyes.
It is.
Right?
It is crossing
Or
the
am
line.
I
And you-
wrong?
No, no,
Y'all
you're right.
answer me
No,
if
no,
I'm
no,
right.
no, no. I mean, if that is
look
crossing
nice.
line to a degree. And then you set those boundaries back. Like, hey,
He said,
nah, don't do
Lord. Right? That's what I was saying. That was a little far from me. And you didn't say it at my house. You said it when you were in the company of your friends and family. It was just me and my kids there.
She felt comfortable enough to sit
Wow.
around somebody else. She had backup.
So this is why I'm saying you have to judge those times, and people will
Yeah.
be around you to use you to be whatever, or like my mama said, you don't be having them single women around your man, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. But then here you go. Now you done confirmed another one of your mama's myths that you swore to God she was lying about. I got this. You know, I'm just saying.
Because you tell me my wife looked nice,
She
I'm
said,
cool with that.
these hoes ain't loyal.
For real. But if you tell me my wife fine, that's a problem.
Hey, I'll be like, hey.
Yeah, well, fuck you mean?
Man, she got,
Just hold it to yourself. Even if you're thinking it, just hold it to yourself.
But
It's
that's
okay.
right. But you don't do that. You don't.
All of
you
us
don't do
have
that, man.
eyes, but you don't do that.
wrong.
You wait till you get in a group
That's
of peers that you feel comfortable around, and then go to talking about somebody else, doggone man, and how you want to eat them up. Because that's all I heard was you want to put them in your mouth. It's a snack, go in your mouth. Period. That was it.
Oh my God.
I feel you.
I'm just saying. Come on now.
And for the record, I'm not a snack. I'm a whole meal. I'm a 5-course.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that y'all are learning something from this. If you have any more questions, please drop them in the comments right now. We will try to get to them. Tucker, is there anything else that you would like to say about relationships and how people should carry themselves when it comes to these relationships in 2024, whether it's a business relationship, a personal relationship, friendships, anything like that? Put it out there for us.
Yeah. So go into it knowing, who you are, what you want, and what you're willing to accept, and that's on all levels. Any relationship, know your value, going in, understand your worth, and set boundaries, and hold firm to them. That's the only way to kind of hold people accountable in relationships, right? And so, hold firm to those things, man. And I think staying true to those things, you'll find yourself in a relationship that benefits you, and that you can contribute to.
Okay, I'm with it. How about you?
I'm gonna agree with him.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of I'm Just Saying Live. I was checking over there to the comments. I don't think we had anything else. I hope that we answered your questions. If y'all have any other questions, we're here to help. I promise you that. We always want to help people out here in the community. We might not have been talking about business, but this is business. Because when you foster bad relationships and people who won't co-sign for you, in the right types of situations, you need to move around from that. Because if they talking bad about you behind your back, you need to just move on. Because we try not to do those things. People definitely don't need to be out there doing that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say this too when we're talking about friendships. Now, if someone feels like that you've brought them into a relationship and they're closer with someone else, and they ask, well, how do you feel about this situation? Should I bring it to a person? Y'all, that is not being two-faced. Stop saying that. If this person is close with you and that you're real ride or die, and you know that you brought this other person around that and they can see this every day, and they're trying to figure out how to approach you, be glad that they're even figuring out how to approach you instead of going off on you or bringing it to you in a situation. They're just trying to salvage that relationship in my eyes. What do you guys feel about that real quick?
Well, if they actually woman enough, man enough to bring that up, to figure out how to approach an individual, just give them your honest opinion, because that's basically how it is, your opinion of the situation, and be honest with them. Don't have hatred in your heart. Just tell them the truth, how to address it, and let them try to figure it out along with the conversation or the insight you're giving them.
Okay, how about you, Tucker? What do you think about the myth of, the two-facedness out here? People thinking everybody two-faced. You don't know what the relationship is with that other person and that person. So,
right, you don't know the relationship, and I think it's crazy because like it just goes to the times we're in where you can't even holler at people on some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Like you can't even pull nobody coattail and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Without them feeling some kind of way about it. Or nothing like that. So that's why I appreciate the relationships I do have as real, and the people that can be real with me and tell me things that I may not see or blind spots for myself. So
Yes.
I appreciate those relationships, because those relationships withstand the test of time.
A lot of people talk me through things that they probably don't even realize that they're talking me through, because I talk everything out. I might ask a question, as it relates to a person or to something or whatever, but I have to talk it through in my head, because my head goes to 1,000 every time. Yeah. It don't matter what you tell me, how you try to put it, again, ba-boom. So I have to know to, control that. So y'all control your feelings, control your emotions. We trying to keep it real. It's 2024. I hope that you have enjoyed this conversation on sports, a couple of news topics. Next week, we'll be back with more of our regular style show, but we just wanted to kick back. We nice and cozy in the house during this snowy mix of weather, because it ain't
ice. It's ice freeze over here
outside for us, but it's a lot colder than what we're used to. So we look forward to seeing you guys on next Tuesday. When y'all see the flyer come out, please go ahead, share that with your friends and family, because we need your support. So this I'm Just Saying Live. We'll see you next week.
Hey, 2024, year of truth.
Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. I'm just saying, show.